What's good, y'all? My name is Brandon Mitch, and I'm actually here to give you guys some Instagram influencer tips slash content creator tips. And the thing I'm talking about today is actually posting and not getting paid. I feel like this is something that stops a lot of people's accounts, especially a lot of accounts that are really good, because a lot of the time, these people don't necessarily know how to go about talking to brands. But even the way they're actually posting is wrong. I don't want to say necessarily wrong, because the way I can go about, maybe landing a brand deal can be completely different compared to somebody else's way about landing a brand deal. Let me say what it is at first. Okay, so I feel like a lot of people, you make the content, you shoot the content, it's really dope, really good. And let's say the goal behind you creating this content is eventually, to get a brand deal with, this brand. So you can be making this content and posting it, and you can actually be tagging the brand and everything. And, you're like, I'm doing this, like I've been trying to get in contact with this brand for a while. Like, I'm always tagging them, and, they don't hit me up for a brand deal. So you try another brand. And you do the same thing. You create the content, you shoot the photos. They're all really good, really, really good. You post them and you tag the brand, and then you wonder why you're not getting hit up, or you wonder why, there's no brand deal. And you keep going from brand to brand doing this, and you're wondering why nobody's responding. And you're like, but my shit is fire. And yeah, it probably is fire. But you're pretty much tagging the brand in that post that you made. All of these posts that you've made, that's what the brand pays you for. I don't know if you guys necessarily know that. At the end of the day, that's what the brand is paying for. They're paying for pretty much the tag, and they want the rights to be able to use the content, or per se just to use they want the rights to the footage of the stuff you made, or they just want to be able to use the stuff that you made and be able to put it on their account and use it, for advertisement. But that's pretty much what it boils down to. But they do want the tag. They want that tag, and you give it to them for free multiple times. That's why they're not paying you. So I do know, and I have heard of people getting brand deals from actually tagging brands, and because the brand likes them, it likes the content they're creating, and gives them the tag. They don't give them the tag, but the brand likes the creator, and they're like, yo, we want to give you a brand deal. That has happened, but more times than not though. And especially if you're doing it for free, and it's like, think about it. If you're let's say, who is popping I can think of right now, or was popping, let's say Off-White, and let's say you wanted to get a brand deal with Off-White, and Off-White has everybody posting and tagging them and letting everybody know, this is Off-White, this is Off-White. So, and let's say your stuff is fire, and let's say they would have did a brand deal with you, but you've made a bunch of posts for free tagging them already. So they're kind of looking at it like, we don't really need to pay you to do what you're already doing, because you're already doing what we would pay you to do. So you can just keep doing that. And majority of times, 10 times out of not, what brand is gonna say no to that? It's like, oh, you already created content for us, like, and tagging us, and we're not even asking for it. I'm not saying all brands are like that, but you can't go into this being naive, thinking that brands won't take advantage of you and just let you create the content and keep tagging them and being like, okay, we don't need to pay you. Brands will do that. This is the real world. This is money we talking about. So you need to wake up and understand that they will take advantage of you if they can. Facts. You need to hear it. Yes, I said it. It will happen. Dog eat world, wild, wild west. This is what it is. So stop tagging the brand all the time in the content you create. Use the brand's hashtag. This is something you can do. This is, food for thought, especially if you're doing it a lot. Use a hashtag, especially if your goal is to get a brand deal or to work with them. If you haven't contacted them, contact them. Try to contact them if you haven't already, for sure. try to contact them. But if you contacted them and they're not hitting you up and you're still creating content and tagging them, stop. Use a hashtag. Okay? I'm not saying you can't wear the brand anymore. You can continue to wear the brand, but stop tagging them. Like I said, if you want to get brand deals, this is the first thing you need to do. You need to understand that you're giving your followers, you're giving your community away. I don't want to say away, but you're exposing your community to this brand per se, and that's what they're paying you for. But if you're already exposing your community to the brand already and tagging them, what's the point of them paying you? All right. So that's just one of my tips I've learned from my experience working with Instagram and working with brand deals. Stop tagging everybody all the time. Sometimes it's good though. Like I said, it does work sometimes. But food for thought, if you contacted them, like I said, they're not responding and you still tagging them, stop tagging them. Okay? Okay. All right, that's all I got for you guys today. So if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. That way I know to keep making videos like this. If you have any questions or any concerns or maybe topics you want to hear me talk about, feel free to leave that below in the comments section below. But until the next video, I guess I'll see you then.